Hello, I'm Sensei Alex Kakuyo, North American contributor for Buddhist Global. Thanks for joining me for this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's Dharma talk is Taking a Pause. Before we get into that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. In every moment, there is an action and a reaction. This is known as karma, because those actions and reactions cause and by extension, effect. Those effects then lead to new causes, which lead to new effects, and thus the cycle of samsara continues. However, there is a problem here. If we are very reactive in our minds, if we don't understand completely what's happening in the situation before we react, it's possible that we will do things that cause suffering for ourselves and others. In order to avoid this, we need to do something very simple. We need to take a pause. And what happens when we take a pause? Let's say there is a cause. Before we react, we take a moment to take in the situation, to calm our minds, and then we respond accordingly. The way we create this pause can vary from person to person, but what I find is the simplest way is just to take 3 breaths. We breathe in, we breathe out, we breathe in, we breathe out. We do that one more time, and then we respond. Taking that pause will allow our brains to relax just a little bit. Allow us to see the situation a little bit more clearly so that we can act more skillfully in the moment. So for example, if we are driving and someone cuts us off in traffic, we might experience anger in that moment, maybe a bit of fear because we could have been run off the road. And our response, if we're not careful, may be laying on the horn or making a rude gesture in their general direction. But if we take a pause, if we take those 3 breaths, that will allow ourselves to calm a little bit. We won't be quite so angry, quite so fearful, and then we can react in a more calm, more respectful manner. Maybe we just slow down a bit to give ourselves more space between us and the unsafe driver. Maybe we take a different road to get home so we can get away from all of the confusion. By learning to take a breath and by extension learning to take a pause, we can save a lot of suffering both for ourselves and for others. Amitabha.